If you're already using Mozaik CNC, you know how it works. It gets the job done. What I want to show you is what changes when your shop gets busier. When one job turns into 10, when more people are involved, when jobs are constantly being revised, that's usually when mistakes start to creep in. I'll show you 3 areas where Mozaik Enterprise gives you back control. Let's start with the point where mistakes hurt the most, cutting. So quick question. If you had to do a remake of a job that you cut last week or last month, would you be able to open it up and go straight back to the exact cutting pattern that you used? Would you know what revision was cut on the machine? Or would you be guessing, hedging your bets? Well, that's the first area where Enterprise is going to save you. As you can see on the screen here, I've got the optimizer open, and let's hone in on the tab that appears when you upgrade to Mozaik Enterprise. It's called Optimizer Runs. What does it do? Well, it keeps a track of every time you take a project from Mozaik through to the optimizer. As you can see in this job, this is a job that dragged out over an entire year. Originally, I took the first run through to the optimizer on the 4th of April 2025. The job then got put on hold and I took it through in July, and then finally the job was ready to go into production in March this year, and a few last minute changes meant that the job was then pushed through to today, the 24th of April. So as you can see, sometimes jobs get delayed, and maybe you want to compare what you were originally quoting the job on a year ago to when it's ready to go to production today, because hey, maybe you need to revise the price of what you quoted because maybe the material cost has changed in that time, or maybe you need more material because new rooms have been added. Often changes is the hardest thing to track, and Optimizer Runs allows you to do that. I can just double click on the run that I would like to open, and it's going to take me straight back to the cutting pattern that I cut on the machine. So I'm no longer guessing. All the guesswork gets removed. And if I need to do a recut, well, I can go to that exact pattern, call out that exact part, right click, and choose to move that one to the remake bin. I can remake that part immediately or batch it in with my next production run. The biggest advantage here is clarity and confidence that you're cutting the right part at the right time for the right job. The second aspect of Optimizer Runs is it allows you to batch your production. If you've never heard of lean manufacturing, I encourage you to look into it. The concept is that rather than send in this entire job, which by the way, has over 900 components in it, so 987 parts in this job, difficult for my team to keep track of if I was just to send all these rooms down in one batch. This is where the Optimizer Run feature really steps in. Let's take a look at going to the cutting list and then sending this through to the optimizer. Let's take a look here. If I look at the white HMR material, as mentioned, almost 1,000 components. So let's look at the different control this gives you compared to the CNC version. First of all, machine templates come into play. If you're running multiple machines in your shop, whether it's a beam saw, a point-to-point, and a nesting machine, or whether it's just multiple nesting machines, either way, what a machine template does is it allows you to configure which components go to which machine, and that can add a lot of automation and clarity to your setup. Secondly, you can go to the room tab, and then you can batch the rooms, and that's what I'm getting at when I'm talking about lean manufacturing. It's about sending through to the shop the rooms that are ready for production. Okay, so maybe some of these rooms don't even have sheetrock yet, or maybe the rooms are just on hold, not ready to go for whatever reason. Well, there's no point sending them through to your shop and having them just sitting there taking up space. You want to batch out what you can actually manufacture and get ready to install. So in this case, I'm going to go to the select option. I'm going to clear all the selections, and I'm simply going to nominate the rooms that I would like to actually manufacture at this point in time, and then select OK. Now I might want to leave that as run 5, or I might want to add in a description that's descriptive of what I'm doing. So I might add like kitchen, laundry, media room, ensuite, etc. into this name. Furthermore, what you can do is you can branch open that particular material and you can see what components from which rooms are making up that batch, right? But when I click optimize, what happens is it takes just those filtered components through to the optimizer. So open on the screen in front of me here now, you'll see that I now have run 5. I can open that run and I'm ready to take those components from just those rooms through to the optimizer, optimize them, generate G-code, all the things that you're used to. However, the one Subtle difference here is that you do have the machine template at play. Well, what's a machine template? If you've got multiple machines, this is an incredibly useful feature of Mozaik Enterprise. It allows you to not just export components to multiple machines automatically, it allows you to create rules for when you want that to happen. So let's say you don't want to do any flip side operations on your nesting machine, and you have a secondary 6-sided drilling machine or a vertical CNC for that purpose. Well, then you can tell Mozaik whenever you see flip operations or edge operations, which is also an added benefit of Mozaik Enterprise, being able to drill into the edge of components, you can send them to the specific machine that is ready to cater for them. Now, you can also special case rules. What do I mean by that? Well, let's assume maybe in a situation you would like to say, every time there's a component that's called a door, I want to send the door components to this particular nesting machine, and I want to send all my cabinet components to this particular nesting machine. Well, that's exactly what our special case editor allows you to do. It allows you to choose where your components are going to be manufactured. So the idea is that you set this up once and it's set and forget. You simply select that template, optimize, and then allow Mozaik to do the hard work of identifying which components are going to which machine, and then just simply press optimize export and let it do its thing. Okay, let's look at the second problem that Mozaik Enterprise solves, and that's changes across a job. You know how it works, right? Client comes back to you, we want to upgrade the drawer guides, or I want to change the door material across the entire job. It's achievable in Mozaik CNC, right? But you've got to go through every room and meticulously make that change and hope that you didn't miss a room. And it's time consuming. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the thing. Like, I can go into this job, I can go to the doors or the drawer boxes, I can change the drawer guide material that I'm using. I can go then and select the next room and repeat that process and hope that, I haven't missed anything. And that's really where it gets a little bit tricky, because you know how it works. Your phone's ringing, the team are asking you questions. Like, there's constantly a lot of distractions, and it can be difficult to really know whether you haven't missed anything, because often you don't get just uninterrupted time to work on a job. So the takeaway here is that what Mozaik Enterprise gives you is the ability to go into a feature called the job dashboard. The job dashboard is then going to show you all of these settings from a global elevated view of all the rooms. So as you can see here, I've got 11 rooms in this project, and I can see what all my door styles are set to. I can see what all my drawer boxes are set to. I can see what all my hardware selections are set to. And if I want to change something about that, and again, I can expand this over so I can see more things, right down to what my lights are set to, locks, legs, hinges, etc. Let's go into drawer boxes. Let's say the client's decided across this entire job that they're no longer going to go with the Movento drawers, and they're going to change to something else. I can right click on that, press edit selection, and change the answer to whatever it is that they've decided to go with. That's the point, right? It's like, rather than doing that one by one, it's just opening up this job dashboard and making that quick change. Set and forget. Let's take a look at my third favorite reason for upgrading to Mozaik Enterprise, and that is user admin controls. The idea is it's just control over who can change what. You know how it goes. As your team grows, more people are touching jobs. That's when things go wrong quietly. Someone jumps in to help, they click into settings, they change something they shouldn't. You don't notice until the parts don't get cut right. With Enterprise, you can control that access. You decide who edits jobs. You decide who changes machine settings. You decide who can access and control pricing. Your setup stays protected, and your team can focus on building rather than breaking things. Okay, that's the idea. How does it work? Well, you go to Tools, and you can come into the Admin Center. Simply enable the Admin Center, and then start creating roles. I can jump into the Role Manager. I can create as many roles as I need, call them what I'd like, control whether access to something is a read-only access or an access where they can edit that particular thing. Or maybe I want to hide that area of the software altogether. Maybe I just don't want a particular staff member to have access to the pricing tab to see prices and markups. Maybe I just don't want someone to be able to send a job through to the optimizer. It's about granular control within your team. That's the idea. Go ahead and create the roles, add the users, give the user a name, choose what role that they're allowed to have, Okay, give them a role, nominate a password, and that's it. Every time you can choose that every time Mozaik closes and reopens, someone has to sign in. That's it. Very simple, but very powerful. It just means that you can have confidence that someone hasn't accidentally or inadvertently changed something they shouldn't. So let's wrap it up. None of this replaces what you're doing today. It just adds control around it. Control over what gets cut and when it gets cut. Control over multiple rooms and changes within those rooms. And control over who can change what things. If you're running more volume, more staff, more complex jobs, this is usually where Enterprise starts to make a real difference. If you have a question about Enterprise and the value it might add to your shop, just reach out. One of our team members will be happy to help walk you through whether these benefits make sense for your shop. But if your shop is growing and scaling and you can feel the mistakes creeping in, it's time for you to jump from CNC to Enterprise.